Hi guys, this video is dedicated to everyone who struggles with back pain. In this 30-minute video, I will share water exercise and some gentle stretches that bring an immediate pain relief to me when I'm dealing with this problem. Myself, still healing from a back surgery that I had a while ago, handpicked only those moves that are easy to follow and have helped me to recover over and over again every time I injured my spine and struggled with the consequences. I recommend you check with your doctor before you try any of these. If you receive a green light, try this routine and listen to your body during and after each session. None of the exercise presented should cause you discomfort or pain, so please stop immediately if that happens and contact your doctor. If you find a relief, please share your experience in the comments. I suggest you repeat these moves regularly. 5 times a week is a sweet spot for water exercise. Back pain can affect people of all ages. Worldwide, years lived with disability caused by low back pain increased by 54% between 1990 and 2015. It can range from a dull, constant ache to a sudden, sharp pain. Acute back pain comes on sudden and usually lasts from a few days to a few weeks. Back pain is one of the most common medical problems, affecting 8 out of 10 people at some point during their lives. Worldwide, back pain is the single leading cause of disability, preventing people from engaging in work as well as other everyday activities. So why water? Well, because no matter what, we just have to move, and water makes it so much easier. To healthy people, it is really hard to imagine, but for some back conditions, even walking will aggravate and cause too much pain to be bearable. Well, but walking in the water is a low-impact exercise and can be advisable. I love it. So in this routine, I want to actually show you a few options of how you can practice your water walk. Let's begin with the easy one. We're going to take small steps one at a time, kind of pretending that we walk on land. Yeah, you're immediately going to feel that it's way more hard. Yes, that's exactly what I want you to feel. Meanwhile, your joints and your spine are taking a break while you are strengthening your whole body. Take steps that feel challenging yet comfortable, not too big. Stay in line. Keep your toes and knees pointed forward, your core engaged, shoulders back and away from ears. Notice palms are in the water the entire time. One step equals one arm transition. You always will be pushing the opposite arm forward. So taking right step, you extend your left arm forward, just like you walk on land. You can take few laps like this, or you can measure your time and walk for about 5 minutes. Keep your knees soft. One leg, one foot is always touching the bottom of the pool. So you're not gonna jump over. You keep pushing yourself forward. All right, well, the second option is walk forward and then walk backwards. Here we're gonna change our arm moves a tiny bit. You're actually gonna help yourself here to move back a little bit faster. On your way forward, you're gonna continue the same moves that you were practicing before. Moving backwards, I make my steps tiny. Heading forward, feel free to lift up your knee a little bit higher if that's comfortable. Remember, you want to maintain your position as like you are walking on land. So avoid leaning forward, sideways, or backwards. If your back is uncomfortable, you may want to try deeper side of the pool. That may bring you better relief. Control your breath. It's very important that you supply all the oxygen needed to your body, to your blood. Inhale into the nose and exhale out throughout your mouth. If you catch yourself with your lips closed, well, it's simple. You are not breathing correctly. High knees walk is a little bit more advanced version of regular walk, so I want you firstly make sure you're doing good with the first exercise before you move to the second one. It's gonna be very tempting to move those hands above the surface. Don't do it. You need all the challenge for your upper body. Couple more steps and I will be showing you another version. This one is even more advanced, and for this one you definitely want to strengthen your body first. Aqua run. This I recommend a little bit later in your recovery process. For me, it took me really few weeks before I actually attempt to run in the water. It's pretty much the same rule that with walking. You kind of pretend you run on land without hopping up and down. Instead, you want to really push your body forward. Use those arms, link your fingertips, and scoop that water behind. Number 4 is lunge position, and with arms, we're going to create powerful waves around us. You want to feel that both of your feet have pretty good contact with the bottom of the pool. Your body is very stable. You actually are just moving your arms back and forward, flipping your palms back as you open, forward as you close. Maintain the same position that you did for walk, where shoulders are above your hips at all time. The purpose of this exercise is strengthen chest and back muscles. Yes, we need to strengthen up our body. It's also a fabulous exercise for core muscles, and by core I mean all the postural muscles that will help you to get healthy faster and heal sooner. You're gonna focus on your breath here. Inhale into the nose and exhale out throughout your mouth. As you are exhaling, I want you to feel how your belly button is pushed in and towards your spine. Notice my position. Both of heels are above the ground, but if you want to bring your front heel down and keep your foot flat, that's also a good version. I'm not moving my torso sideways or forward and back. I keep it very, very stable. You want to do at least 30 repetitions, or if you prefer to check time, try maintain this great energy for about 2 minutes or 1 minute per side. There is about 90-degree point flex under your front knee when you do this. Look around and see how the water surrounding you behaves. You don't want to splash water around. Instead, you want to see power waves. And that's exactly why I named this exercise Power Waves. Keep on going. After you complete one side, make sure you do exactly the same on the opposite side. If you want, you can take a quick break and maybe incorporate more of your walk and then switch. Yes, this may feel like quite a challenge for your upper body, but we need it. Water supports our weight, up to 90% of it, putting less pressure on our joints and spine and increases our range of motion. Swimming and water exercise help with acute and chronic back pain and helps with our fitness journey without placing stress on the back. These are low impact exercise, no jumping whatsoever. They do not involve weights lifting, and the water provides active resistance, making each exercise so much more effective. To get the most out of your aquatic exercise, remember about those few guidelines. Number 1, don't forget to stay hydrated. Number 2, warm up and cool down, and yes, stretch as well. Number 3, keep underwater moves similar to land patterns. Number 4, think outside of the pool. Just because a workout may be conducted in a pool does not mean that the same exercise are limited to the pool only. You can do some of it at home. Yes. Number 5, grab a friend with similar goals and make your workouts even more fun and consistent. Number 6, don't forget about the land. Try my playlist, guys. Amazing exercise there to be found. Pilates, strength, low impact exercise. I know you're gonna find something for yourself. Now let me show you great stretching exercise. That's number 5, full body stretch. You keep your feet hip width apart and your heels and toes grounded on the bottom of the pool. Option 1, you will be placing your hands, heels of your palms on your back. And then you're gonna gently push your hips forward. Hold each position for 10 to 30 seconds at a time. You can also try the stretch at home and then exhale. Number 6, plie squat in the water. Now this one definitely feels so much better in the water because once we struggle with back pain, we guys actually avoid bending forward, and that is why we pick up everything from the floor, from really anywhere, by squatting down. So eventually you're gonna feel how those legs and hips get really, really tight. And plie squats, but only done in the water, will give you such a great relief. Do not do plie squats on land because the purpose of this exercise in the water is pretty much opposite to what it gives you on land. I choose to do those at the water level at my waist, and I allow my knees to slide out as I dip my body down into the water. Heels can be grounded on the bottom of the pool, or you can also lift them up. Just breathe slowly, and again, this one is not about pressing, squeezing, or anything like this. Just relax, and I absolutely love mixing this one up with full body stretch that you already know. Keep stretching out your spine. Feel how those spaces between vertebrae get longer, never ever compressed. Gently pushing pelvic forward, not overarching the lumbar spine. That's the key to do this stretch right. If it feels uncomfortable, you probably went too far. All we want from those moves are a little bit of gentle stretch and relief. Match tempo of your plie squats and stretching moves with your breath. If it's slow and controlled, that's exactly what your breathing will be. Next, we're gonna stretch hip flexors. And you're gonna take a step back with your left foot, right leg is slightly bent, grounded on the bottom of the pool. You can open up your arms and then gently push your pelvic forward, just a little bit, just enough to feel a gentle stretch exactly at the place where you are bending your knee. You will be exhaling with the movement. Hold this, again, 10 to 30 seconds at a time would be wonderful. You can hold the wall if that makes everything easier, or you can just be anywhere else in a pool. Arms are open, that helps to maintain balance. And eventually I want to show you one more transition from this exercise, which is a little bit more advanced. So for this one, you may have to firstly master the stretching itself. All right, control your breath, lift up your chest, give yourself a couple more seconds here. And if you feel your balance is good, you will be attempting to bring your arm over the water and then gently bend to the side and then move that elbow back towards your ear. So that would be your position here. What I really love to do here I actually want to use my right hand and pull my left hand up a little bit higher to feel that relief in my spine, to feel how vertebrae get a little bit more stretch, a little bit more space. This stretch can definitely be done on land as well, and it feels great on land and amazing in the water. Before you switch leg, just walk that out a little bit, relax, and then find a good spot. Take a step back as before. Remember, you are not overarching through your lumbar spine here. Keep that spine neutral. You only will be pushing your pelvic forward at the end once you find a balance. And remember, stretching arm over is an additional option. This stretch again usually feels fantastic for the simple reason that that spine is decompressed. But again, you guys heard me saying that we are bending our knees so much more often just to pick up stuff from the floor, from the table, and those hip flexors are contracted hundreds of times a day. So giving them a little bit of relief at the end of the day or many times throughout the day would be very beneficial, especially if you struggle with back pain. But even if you are maybe using those exercises as a cool down after your workout, you're still gonna benefit from that. Remember to control your breath. The stretch should feel very relaxing and amazing. All right, next exercise, and I love to put those actually one after the other one. Number 8, high knees. Now this you can do on a spot, or if you choose to move around the pool, that's fine too. But I really want you guys to keep it in low impact. So moving one foot up, you are pressing your other foot down. This will strengthen your core. Keep your upper body straight up and stable. You can move your arms around like shown here, but you don't want to move your torso either forward towards your knee or sideways. So it's always going to be your knee moving toward you, not you toward your knee. Focus on your breath. Every time you exhale and curl your knee up, you are strengthening your core. So you have to breathe that out. Nice and slow tempo is exactly what I want you to do. For the next exercise, we're gonna move from one side to another one with simple step touch step. Keep your feet close to the bottom of the pool, soft knees, toes pointed forward, no jumping over. Now this exercise can be actually moved to sideways walk. So what I like to do is to mix them together. I do like 8 step touches on the side, and then I move to the other side of the pool, and then again I do step touch, and then I move myself to the other side of the pool. Notice there's no jumping over. There's always one foot touching the bottom of the pool. Keep tempo comfortable. All right, we are not here for Olympics. We are here to recover. So it should be just comfortable. You keep moving, you keep supplying more blood to those areas that need to heal. That's why we do it, okay? Don't feel tempted sometimes to do more than it's suggested. Number 11, my friends, is step forward and step backwards. One step at a time. So we will begin with right foot. Notice I'm moving from heel to toe, and then back toe to heel. There's zero jumping. I will not allow the resistance to kind of wave me sideways or lose my balance, okay? Find a comfort level and go through it. Maintain it. You can either choose to do 20 to 30 repetitions per side, or again, check your timer and go forward and backwards 1 minute on each leg. Then we're gonna move on to number 12, which is heel back. You'll be curling your heel back. Again, take it slow, and let's start moving again a little bit forward and then backwards. Now I am pushing my arms forward and out as I head forward. Then backwards, you can choose to just reverse your arm moves. If you have a bigger pool and more space, just move all the way around however you want to. This is a great tempo, conversation friendly tempo, guys. You can put some music on and enjoy the movement. Again, 5 minutes for each of those moves where we move around would be fantastic. But if you feel you only want to be in a pool for a little bit, that's fine. I promise, no matter how much time you're gonna spend in a pool, it will bring you some sort of relief. The longer, the better. When I'm healing from my spine surgery, and at the point of making this video, it's been 6 months, guys. I'm at the pool 5 to 7 times a week, so almost every day, and it brings me so much of the relief. If I have to work a little bit harder, then I definitely finish my day in a pool. If I have opportunity to be there in the morning, even if it's only gonna be 10 to 20 minutes, I am there. Guys, next, number 13, we're gonna come back to our plies. You can go ahead and move yourself back to the water level around your waist or even hips. And notice I am now on my tippy toes when I do plie down, and then I bring my heels slowly down. With your arms, you're probably gonna choose to just move them out and in. There are really no specific moves. You wanna open up those hips again, give those joints a little bit of the relief. Next, we're gonna move to yoga pose, which is warrior. You're gonna turn your right toes, right foot forward in the direction of the movement, and left about 45 degrees angled out. Both feet grounded on the bottom of the pool, shoulders above hips. Go ahead, line up your arms first and take a moment, find a balance. Next, you're gonna slightly rotate to the side, and here you really want to listen to your body. I like to support myself on my hips, and then lifting up chest. You're gonna take a breath in, and you're gonna rise that right arm over your head, moving your elbow back towards your ear. If you can, try lift up your heart and your chest, look at the ceiling or at the sky above you. Try hold this pose 10 to 30 seconds. If you are up for more of that stretch, you can bring your other arm over as well. But I can tell you this one requires you really listening to your body and progressing very, very slowly, less than an inch at a time. Once you feel it's ready to move on, you're gonna come back to your plie squats again. Make them very relaxing, okay? One more time, squats in a water, even on this water level, they will not strengthen your quads. We do them to stretch out our hip area and all those joints around them. Next, you're gonna turn to the other side. Notice it's the same position. Feet are still hip width apart. We are not lining them up on one line. Left toes forward, right 45 degrees angled out. And as before, you're gonna slightly open this position to the side. Don't go too far, just feel the good stretch. It's great for hip flexors, but definitely it's gonna move that spine up a little bit, and that's what I think you should be doing, okay? As like I said, guys, with those moves, you do want to check with your doctor. You do want to know what exactly causes your back pain. If it doesn't go away for a long time, it really is important that you figure out what is it, because some of the moves, some of the exercise can make it worse. These are very relaxing, but other exercise definitely could. Guys, number 14 is my recent favorite. It's we're gonna do pull-ups, but these are not pull-ups that I sometimes include into my workouts when I want to strengthen my upper body or jump up and down. This one is to decompress that spine. So I am going very slowly, and instead of doing maximum number of repetitions, I want to hold the position up as long as I can and then very slowly return back to the pool. I'm not allowing my body to just fall down. I am controlling the tempo, because I don't want any impact going to those vertebrae. Feel how your spine and your whole body is getting stretched, right? The part of your body that weighs down will kind of give you that decompressing stretch right here. Now this is one way to do this exercise. I will show you easier ways. I do realize not everyone will be able to do this particular move. Don't worry about it, okay guys? Keep watching. Maybe one day this will be your exercise, your stretch. If not today, keep watching. I'll show you easier versions too. This I love to include closer to an end of my relaxation. Guys, I'm lucky to have those bars in my pool. This is the deeper end of the pool, and holding those bars, I am able to go so much higher. So I definitely feel how I strengthen my back muscles and my arms here, but again, the real purpose of it is to lengthen up that spine. And this is more friendly position for your wrist because you are here not pressing on your palms, right? So those wrists are in a neutral position. Bars are a little slippery, so that would be the only problem that I'm dealing here. But still, because it's a deeper end of the pool, I really feel completely weightless here, even on my way down. And if I can, I hold this position and count slowly up to 10 or 16, depending on a day. So these two may again be quite challenging, guys, but number 15 should be good for most of you. Now I'm going to show you this one against the wall, but if you have stairs leading to your pool, you can also place your forearms or your palms on those stairs. If you don't know how COBRA stretch or actually Sphinx or modified COBRA from yoga looks like, please Google it, and maybe I will also link it here. This one is floating COBRA, okay? It's so much easier, guys, to do this one right. Basically, you just want to keep your whole body in that line and just breathe slowly and feel again how any tiny space between vertebrae is slightly decompressed for a moment. That is exactly what our spine needs when it's healing. Next exercise, we're gonna do leg extensions, and here you gotta be very, very careful, guys, because I don't want you to overarch your lumbar spine too much. So you either just gonna hold this position, left leg is extended back, and then it's the opposite hand that extended forward. You can face the wall, that may be easier because you can grab the wall and help yourself here, or if you have great balance skills, you can do it anywhere in a pool. Notice here there is zero movement coming from my lumbar spine. I'm just allowing really float, right? My leg is floating a little bit up and down. I'm working my balance again. I'm decompressing that spine, but it's not about swinging that leg up and down or even arm. It's a minimum movement. I'm gonna say that again. It's small and controlled tempo. Then you're gonna switch side. You try do, I don't know, anywhere 8 to 16 on each side, and then maybe release that spine. Then you're gonna switch to the opposite side. So holding the wall is always a great idea, definitely for beginners or during the first phase of recovering or dealing with the pain. Eventually, once your balance get better, you can move yourself away from the pool, from the wall, and do it anywhere else you want to. This is also a great exercise you can do on land at home, holding the chair or putting one hand on a wall. Guys, something that we're supposed to do every single day. Okay, notice this is all back side of our body that's working. Why do you think most of us deal with a back pain? Because we are crunching, bending forward, picking up stuff from the floor, and even worse, I don't know if that's worse or better, but then we do crunches to add it on, right? And we always forget about back muscles, where those muscles are keep our posture strong and support our spine when we do all those other things. So this exercise should kind of balance you out. And don't be surprised if you're gonna find this very hard on one side comparing to the other one. You're probably gonna find it hard on each side. At least I'm finding it challenging. But on one side, don't be surprised, because usually one of our sides is a little off, right? Alright guys, so next exercise you're gonna need dumbbell, or you could use aqua board as well. Number 17, you're gonna have that nice and big open plie position, and with your arms you're gonna draw a big circle underneath the surface. There shouldn't be absolutely any movement coming from your body other than your arms. And this is not going to be such a great exercise for arms. That's not why we do it. It's for our core. And you want to only go fast enough and big enough so you are maintaining your body stable. You see, my body is not moving at all. My body weight is centered between both of my feet, and feet are sticking to the bottom of the pool. Yeah, I'm just turning around so you could see everything from every angle. But other than this, you can even put your back against the wall. If you would notice that you move around a little bit too much, try that version. And of course you want to reverse that movement eventually. One more time, there's absolutely zero rotation coming from your waist, from your spine. No bending forward, no twisting sideways. None of those moves are recommended when you struggle with back pain, because at this point you may not even know what exactly is causing the pain, so you need to be extra careful. Okay, just stabilizing the position, breathing into the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. You're gonna figure out, and again, don't make the movement bigger by bending forward. That would be a big mistake. Okay, a little bit at a time is all we want. Now I like to repeat each side about 10 times, and then I'm gonna reverse the circle. This exercise I like to add either in the middle of my routine or closer to an end as well. It's more of the relaxing one, and I only have a few more to show you guys. Again, if you don't have a dumbbell yet, you can even put your palms together and kind of draw the circle underwater with your hands. Number 18 is very relaxing floating bike. You guys can either use noodle for this, dumbbells. I'm gonna show you each of those options, and you just are gonna float like this. Okay, keep your spine in a neutral position. Okay, kick those legs, but again, not too fast, nothing crazy. Just relax, just keep moving. Again, something that I would include closer to an end of my routine, or alternate with some more static exercise. Keep your core engaged, keep that spine in line. You're probably gonna notice that you move around the pool a little bit. That's fine, enjoy that space. Yeah, so that's one way of doing floating bike. But you can of course use either noodles, and that position will probably be easy, especially for beginners or someone who have not done water classes yet. Give it a try, see how that works for you. And then you can also use aqua belt, and aqua belt should support your body weight itself. But I know some people who actually prefer to use both, right? Aqua belt and then noodles. And you can definitely play around with those. With aqua belt, look, I'm a little bit deeper below the surface. Aqua belts, they come in many different sizes and shapes, but usually, guys, they are adjustable. So some have sizes, right? You have to take a look at the label. It's S or M or XL or whatever. They usually are attached to the back of your body, and then you're gonna kind of secure everything in front of you. Next exercise, you're gonna open up your legs out and in. See if that works good and if that's comfortable. If curling your knees towards yourself is uncomfortable, just keep it and focus just on opening and closing those legs. Okay, you get the same few options, so you can use belt or noodle or dumbbells, and just relax. How many repetitions, guys? I would say try do this exercise for a minute, maybe 2. If you more of like, you know, a person who likes to count, then I would say try 30 reps, take a little break, and try if you can do 30 again. Next, you can kick your legs very loosely, okay? Again, by floating, I really mean you are now floating, okay? So don't try too hard. It's, again, we're not training for Olympics here. We're trying to just give our body a little relief and break. So this is a very, very different workouts from everything else that you guys see on my channel. Look, I got all three, and you can definitely feel more secure with all three if you wish to, okay? This is a great option for non-swimmers, because sometimes people who don't swim, they are very afraid of trying water exercise. But look, I mean, you can be absolutely safe here. All right, next exercise, number 20, split jumps. This is your modification, guys. Kicking one leg out at a time and pressing dumbbells in toward your hips, in toward the center of your body. Or that's option 2 when I'm kicking both legs. Notice there is absolutely zero jumping up before I do that kick, okay? Here I'm using both belt and dumbbells. It's even easier. It's easier to float. I am maintaining the vertical position of my body, so I'm not allowing my body to float on the side or on the back. Right here. And again, normally when this exercise is included in other workouts, we're moving fast, but here I need you to be very slow and control that tempo, okay? You want to avoid any sharp, sudden moves, okay? Your body is healing, it needs time, and it needs your patience. This is, by the way, an awesome recover workout. So if you had something really, really hard, maybe hard day at work, maybe you did an awesome workout, maybe you run a marathon, guys, this is gonna be an awesome routine for you to just recover. You keep moving, right? But you won't be exhausted after this. You're just gonna feel amazing. So I would say everyone should have a routine like this saved somewhere and use it for those days like this. Guys, number 21, lat pull down with AQUA dumbbells. Now this is optional. This is great for core. I know it looks like I'm working my arms, and yes, you are working your arms when you do this exercise, but most important, you are strengthening your core. And let me tell you, it's still important that you exercise, even if you struggle with some back pain or really any pain. You guys have to keep moving. You just have to choose very safe exercise. That's one of it, okay? Look, I'm not even moving, I'm not bending, I'm not twisting, but I feel how those deep core muscles that support my spine are getting stronger with every single repetition. I need you to exhale on your way down towards your hips. You're gonna keep your body stable. So the only movement, again, is coming from your arms, but you are feeling it more in your abs than in your arms, to be honest. You can challenge yourself later on in your recovery process by balancing on one leg. Give it a try. If that's gonna cause you swinging sideways, please skip it. Again, you're not trying to prove yourself anything here. You are here to get better. I know I repeat myself, but sometimes it's so tempting. We just want to be back to normal. I feel you guys. I absolutely understand. But you need to be patient. You need to take one tiny step forward. You don't want to take 2 steps forward and then 5 steps back, okay? And feel uncomfortable next day. Trust me. I've done that too. I have master's degree in being stupid sometimes, and if you can learn on my mistakes, then wow, you're ahead of me. Easy and slow, stable movement. Look, I'm doing this with noodle. With noodle, it's a little bit easier. Next, I'm gonna step on a noodle. I wanna make sure my foot is exactly at the center, and I'm gonna do pump exercise. So I'm pushing my foot down and up, down and up. These are bonus moves. These also, guys, will strengthen your posture. So glutes, quads, and core. Definitely lower part of abs. If you would be moving too much, again, no problem. Just put your back against the wall or hold the wall with one of your hands. You want to do 10 to 16 pumps on each leg, and then you're gonna switch and continue, easy and slow. Those professional noodles that are made for aqua classes, they sometimes can be quite challenging for this particular exercise, but then you can grab very inexpensive regular noodle that our kids play in a pool, and these are much thinner and also very easy to use. So guys, you can also be sitting on a noodle and just float around the pool like a princess or prince. Yay. Just being in the water. Remember, the longer you can entertain yourself in the water, the more of that amazing relief your spine receives. You're gonna move around, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna smile, and your back is smiling too, I'm telling you. You can try incorporate those chair kicks, right? Kicking your legs both forward and one at a time. That's another position where you can sit on a noodle. It's now between your legs and you are riding a bike again. You want to be in a vertical position. Guys, I'm making this video. This is where my camera is. So this is shallower end of the pool. I struggle here with doing bike-like moves. But if you have option to go slightly deeper for this one, you will have an option to kick your foot down, and that feels amazing. If you do the same thing on a shallow part, you're kind of gonna feel cramped, okay? So if you only have shallow pool, I would probably even skip this exercise altogether. If you can float a little deeper, this one is a winner. Probably if you skip any other exercise and you just did that, you would already feel better, okay? Guys, I hope I gave you a bunch of ideas. I'm still not done. Look, you can kick your legs side to side and float, shake those muscles a little bit. See how that feels. You can kick both legs and arms out at the same time, kind of like starfish. Yay, yay, yay. Then shake it out again, right and left. Lots of ideas, right? Guys, definitely enough to keep you in a pool for about an hour. But anything you can offer to yourself is good, okay? Again, start with 10 minutes, then try 20 and more and more. And if those help you out, please let me know in the comments. Guys, full body stretch, but make sure you don't overarch your lumbar spine. Round up that spine just a little bit, only to the point where you feel it's okay. And then again, slightly arch. It's almost like you were doing cat and camel. Again, 2 exercises from yoga. You are just now in a standing vertical position. Very little motion, tiny. And exhale as you round up that spine. I like to climb up on my toes here. Again, sometimes if you feel it's uncomfortable, skip it all together. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your back already feels better. Mine does. And again, make sure you repeat them regularly. Let me know how was it. That's the bonus here. Stay here. I want to show you one more thing that you can offer to yourself. Jacuzzi, whirlpool. Guys, this is the best treat ever before or after a workout like this. Aich. Hydrotherapy is probably one of the oldest forms of therapy around. Whirlpools, water spas, swimming pools, and even the bathtub are all forms of hydrotherapy. Water temperature and the speed at which the water moves can help relax those tight muscles and relieve swelling, inflammation, and pain. I'm using whirlpools and spas regularly, and I cannot tell you how much I recommend it.